Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self, to ultimately create the life that you desire and deserve. As I do in all of my readings, I've pulled the overall energy, clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second. But I still have the tarot deck we'll be using, the clarification deck, and the advice deck I'll be using to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So please do remember to take what does resonate, helps your personal situation, and leave what does not. I'm actually doing this reading kind of during the eclipse. I've been spending like the last hour outside. So my readings will always post usually the day after I do them. So it's Monday today. I've been sitting outside watching the eclipse with the little glasses for like the last hour. I'm not in the 100% path of like totality, but I'm at 95, I think, when I looked up my zip code. It was pretty cool to watch. But anyway, it's really dark outside because it just happened like 10 minutes ago. So it'll be kind of cool because I think over this reading it'll start to get lighter outside again. So, all right. Well, anyway, just wanted to mention that because I think it's really cool. Let's start by looking at your recent past. You have cleansing with the Two of Pentacles in reverse here. Your recent past was a lot of cleansing what doesn't serve you. Habits, people, jobs. And I feel like that opened up so much more for you than you even realize. Because I feel as if there were quite a few things holding you back. And now it's almost like a portal's been open, or like, I don't know, like I picture you like being held back by something, and then it just like that, like tie to it getting snapped and just like shooting forward, which I feel is kind of where you're at in your current energy, because you have new beginnings with the sun. So you're stepping into very, very exciting new beginnings here. Very bright, joyful, filled with a lot of possibility. Now, I'm definitely speaking to a collective. Not that I don't ever want anyone to think that I mean that we have to earn our happiness, because inherently we are all deserving of happiness, peace, love, all of those things. But I do feel like I'm speaking to a collective that has worked really freaking hard for this, that has been doing the work on themselves. Like I said, I feel like you've been letting go of things that aren't serving you. And really trying to create a new beginning for yourself. And the reason that I say that is the overall theme for this reading is power. So this is very much about your power being the source of the creation of this new beginning here. It's like you stepping into your power, knowing your worth, knowing what you're capable of, knowing that you're supported by the universe. And really through that, creating a lot of really cool opportunity that didn't exist, that wouldn't have existed for you if you hadn't have fully like harnessed this power, this inner power that you're really embracing. Now, in your immediate future, you have protection with the Nine of Cups here. So this is also really positive energy, because this Nine of Cups to me is like wish fulfillment, like from your like heart, I guess, in a good way, like emotional wish fulfillment. And then with this protection card, it's very much this energy of like what is meant for you is very protected. Your path to it is very protected. Like nothing can stand in the way but you kind of energy. And I feel like you've kind of been embracing that energy a lot, you know, which is awesome, because that's a lot of what I talk about on my channel is learning how capable, deserving, you know, and supported you really are, and kind of acting in that manner, which ultimately creates that reality. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing. We're speaking to a collective who's kind of stepping into the energy of doing that, but it's very positive. Recent past here for Cancer, clarifying cleansing with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. already starting to brighten up in here. You might not be able to tell because I do have my ring light on, but you can kind of see like the shadows and stuff will get a little less shadowy. All right, recent past for Cancer. Stuck in a cycle. You were stuck in a cycle for a while. And with the Seven of Cups here, it's almost like this energy of not being able to find your way out. Feeling very lost, very overwhelmed. No, like almost being aware you're in a cycle, but not being completely sure how to break it. But I definitely feel like I'm speaking to a collective that has kind of, because yeah, this is very much the effort and energy you've been putting in is starting to pay off kind of reading. But yeah, in your past, definitely stuck in a cycle, which is why I feel there was this decision to let go of certain patterns, habits, people. And it might have been really scary, and you might have been making a lot of decisions and not really understanding why you were doing them, but I feel like you were really trying to follow intuitive guidance here. Recent past for Cancer. Yeah. See, for a while though, Two of Swords in reverse, you were kind of sitting in this stagnancy. But I feel like you had to, a lot of times we have to realize that things aren't changing for us to make a change. Sometimes we have to sit in a cycle with awareness that we're in a cycle before we choose to break out of a cycle. You could be in a relationship where you're like, this is not making me happy. And, maybe you're waiting on things to change and you're aware that things aren't changing, but you stay just a little bit longer just to see. And then you really realize things aren't changing and you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And you walk away from it. Same kind of thing could be for a job or, take it as it resonates with any area of your life. But I definitely feel as if there's this energy, because a part of you didn't know how to escape it. I think that's part of it. It's like you knew you were stuck in a cycle. You knew things were stagnant. But you were like, I don't really know how to get out of this. But then I feel like you did, or currently are in the process of doing so. What else does Cancer need to know about their recent past? Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, I know there's a lot of reverse energy, but it's actually very positive because a lot of healing was taking place during this time. A lot of healing, a lot of kind of facing your emotions and facing the hard stuff. I mean, man, Cancer, this is really positive energy because I feel like maybe a part of you felt as if all of this was for nothing. Maybe you feel as if it hasn't gotten you to where you want to be. You're still not quite where you want to be in life, but I feel as if this is very much a reading of like, this is all paying off, like I kind of said. But let's see, let's get more. So a lot of healing was taking place during this time. And that healing is almost like starting to appear in your life. Current energy, like the benefits of it. Beginnings with the Sun, the Cancer's current energy. Yeah, see, you're still, okay. That's, I feel like, why you're frustrated. You're still not quite where you want to be. You still don't feel like you're receiving the things you want to receive. You still feel as if there's an imbalance in justice in your life. The pieces aren't coming into place. But yet, the overall energy is new beginnings, or beginnings with the Sun, new moon, beginnings with the Sun, which is, so the energy is very bright. I just feel as if hasn't moved as quick as you want it to go, maybe, or yeah, like you haven't seen the payoff yet, but it's coming. And I definitely feel like it's going to come, like it's almost like going to shock you, because there's this tower here, and I know the tower, it's an emotionally charged event, right? And typically, I always view the tower as things kind of falling apart, but always for the purpose of things falling back together. I feel as if this is almost a very positive, emotionally charged event. Like you're overwhelmed, but in a good way. I don't know though. Current energy for Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know about their current energy? You know what? Okay. You know how I was kind of talking about at the beginning? I was like, I just did the eclipse, so it's dark outside, but it's starting to get lighter. It'll get lighter over time. Like, I actually feel as if that's a direct representation of what's happening in your life. Like, you've been through a lot of darkness. You've been through a lot of the shadows. You know, you dove deep into the healing. You were doing the shadow work. And it's almost as if the sun, it's like slowly is starting to rise again. And you don't see, it's not fully bright out yet. But it's getting there. It's like brighter than it was. It's almost as if the sun is revealing itself again. The light is coming back into your life. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, that's what it feels like. What else does Cancer need to know about their current energy? Ooh. Everything, because I feel like you've experienced a lot of endings recently. But I actually feel as if every ending that you've been experiencing, or all the changes that you've had to go through in your life, it's almost as if they're leading you to the sun. These changes are leading you to the sun, because here's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Magician. Opportunities that you can't see yet are manifesting. It's like things being done for you behind the scenes. Like, you might not understand how everything's coming to fruition. You might not know how everything is going to manifest, but it's almost like you don't need to know. You just need to know that it's happening because you've put in the work. You've worked on yourself. You've done the shadow work. You've done the healing. And healing's a lifelong journey, right? It's not something that you ever get to. You don't heal to a point of perfection. You don't get to a point where you're like, I'm done, because you're never done. It's not the point. But every phase of our life where we heal and we grow is going to evolve our life in some way too. As we evolve, our life evolves, because our life is a reflection of us. It's a reflection of what's going on within, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So as you transform within, your life starts to transform without, and it doesn't happen immediately. But you can be certain that it is happening, that it's all going to pay off, and it's due to you very much stepping into your power here. Current energy for Cancer. Current energy for Cancer. Kind of feels like this new beginning comes out of nowhere. It feels like a surprise. It's like, this is kind of a silly little analogy, but it's almost like you are kind of disappointed because your birthday's coming up and you don't have any plans, and all your friends are like told you they're busy, like no one can hang out, so you're like planning, you're like, dang, like I'm gonna spend my birthday alone, like that sucks. But then the day of, you find out that everyone was throwing you a surprise party the whole time, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so much better than what I thought. That's what this energy feels like. It's like right now you're in this energy of like, I'm gonna be spending my birthday alone. But like, there's so much going on in the background, and the universe is like, surprise. Like, yeah, the universe is throwing you a surprise party. That's what it feels like. Current energy for Cancer. Yeah, because you don't feel good right now. That's why I like doing the overall energy and then diving into it, because the overall energy is very positive. Your energy associated with this energy, not good. It's not good. It's that you don't feel good. You're feeling a little hopeless, a little lost, a little bit like it's like going like, oh, my friends don't really care about me. Like everyone's, they don't even want to hang out with me on my birthday. Like you're like, man, that makes me feel bad. Meanwhile, everyone's like, oh, we can't wait to surprise you, Cancer. It's going to be so fun. Like, that's the energy that I feel. And it's really interesting because you're going to want it to be a surprise, too. Because I think that things, and that's the beauty of life, right? Things can always get better. And I feel like it's going to get even better than you think. So what can Cancer expect moving forward? What can Cancer expect in their immediate future? What can Cancer expect in their immediate future? Whoa. Whew. It all manifests. Because, okay, so Queen of Pentacles to me is almost like being grounded in the reality of everything, like from what is a dream or what's imagination or what's like becoming reality. That's what this is about, like pulling it down into the 3D. You have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. It's like it all becomes a reality. You were sitting here thinking nothing was happening, but here's the kicker. It's different than you expect. It's nothing, you're not going to be disappointed about it at all. There's absolutely no disappointment associated with this energy, but it's going to be different than you expect. But it's good. It's really good. It's like it all becomes a reality. Interesting. Right now you're doubting it. You're doubting, this is all for nothing. I've been doing all this work and nothing's come of it. None of my friends care about me. And then it's like, boom. What can Cancer expect in their immediate future? This is awesome. This is a really cool reading. Like, I feel like you guys deserve it. You've obviously been through a lot. You've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of work on yourself. Immediate future for Cancer. What can Cancer expect moving forward? I just wish you could see it from this perspective. There's the Nine of Cups. With the Five of Wands. Okay. The reason I wish you could see it from this perspective is because to me, like to the universe, not that I'm saying I see all of the universe sees, but like what I'm getting at is just the overall energy, right? It's very positive, it's very uplifting, it's very joyful, it's very exciting, new beginnings, like a lot of cool opportunities, things like that are, things are happening for you. But to you, because you're not seeing it yet, and it's not happening as quickly as you want it to, which I feel like, I just saw the Temperance in reverse. It's not happening as quickly as you want it to, so you're going, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to have what I want. And the universe is like, well, now we've seen the Nine of Cups twice in your immediate future. This is wish fulfillment. Desires becoming reality. But then you have this Five of Wands. This Five of Wands is interesting. Because what's important is that you don't give up on the possibility. I really have learned that most people give up right before good things happen. Most people fall back into old patterns or habits or give up on themselves or the journey, like literally right before good things happen because of impatience. So the universe is saying, understand that like what you want is meant for you. Your desires are protected. But I also have learned, like even being a tarot reader, I have learned not to pull cards for my immediate future. Because the universe never tells me how things are going to happen, and it ruins the fun when good things do start to happen. Like, I just recently got engaged. I posted about it on my channel, and a lot of people were like, oh, like, did you see it coming when you were reading cards and things like that? Like, I did see it coming because I knew where we were at in our relationship, and we had been talking about it. I even knew he had bought a ring, so I knew it was coming, but I wanted the actual proposal to be a surprise because that ruins the fun if I just know it's going to happen, right? I feel like that's kind of what this is about. Like, you don't want to know it's happening because that's going to ruin the fun of it when it comes and the experience and the emotions and the joy that you get to have when it happens. So the universe is just asking you to trust right now. Trust that things are working out. Trust that things are happening for your highest good. Trust that your hard work is paying off. If you've been working on yourself, if you've been doing the healing, if you've been, coming from this place of figuring out how to show up in this world for the best for you and for other people, how to serve, how to get closer to love, like, you can be sure that things are working out for you. Immediate future for Cancer, but I feel like there's a surprise aspect. There is absolutely a surprise aspect to this reading. There's this aspect, like, I don't know if you don't see it coming, or if you do see it coming, but you are going to be totally shocked by how it manifests. Like, I don't know what. It's good, though. Like, it's nothing to be worried about. Immediate future for Cancer. What does Cancer? Yeah, trust. Ooh, okay, wait, hang on. And then also, okay, so Knight of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess. The closer you get to breaking out of a cycle, the closer you get to really manifesting a new beginning in your life, the harder it gets to stay true to the path. You're going to experience, the closer you get to the end of the cycle, the harder the devil attacks. That's what I've always liked to say. Your limiting beliefs are going to feel stronger. You're going to feel fear and anxiety and doubt. And as you experience those things, because that's just a natural part of life, you're going to experience it. It's actually very funny. The day before I got engaged, I was actually feeling really insecure about our relationship because he was acting all weird, and my anxiety started to come out, and I started to imagine worst case scenarios. Oh, great, like, he doesn't want to be with me, or whatever, My anxious attachment started to come out. And then come to find out it was something good. Just because things aren't happening in the way that you think, it doesn't mean that they're happening in a bad way. Or just because things appear one way doesn't mean that that's necessarily the truth. So don't allow yourself to come from a place of sabotage when it feels like things aren't happening in your time or in your way, because the universe is saying everything is happening in divine timing. It's all working out for you. If this is your reading, and if you're kind of resonating with, yeah, I've been doing the work, then you can be sure that work is going to pay off. And I feel like the cool thing is, it's going to pay off like tenfold. But it's not going to pay off, or it's not going to happen in the way you think and in your timeline. So try to stay connected to yourself as you're moving forward. Stay connected to your intuition. Make sure you're continuing to listen to divine guidance. You're continuing to show up for yourself and for this world in the best way that you know how. And things are going to happen for you. I absolutely believe that. I mean, not just because the cards say so, because that's what I've learned about life. If we show up for our life is going to improve. If we allow ourselves to show up as the best version that we know how, the universe is going to align with that. And I feel like that's what's starting to happen with you. It's not happening in the way or in the timeline that you thought, which is why you're doubting it, or you're getting frustrated, or whatever the case is. But I feel like the universe is throwing you a surprise party. That's what I feel like. So just kind of trust the process. Allow yourself to be where you're at. Expect the unexpected. All the good things. All right. We are going to hop on over to the extended. This was focusing on what you need to know right now. The extended is what can you do right now to ensure you're moving forward in alignment with your higher self. Thank you so much, Cancer, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Cancer, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Cancer.